So I have to say, it was quite a surprise when we found out that you were going to be touring. I was being like after the announcement that the Nightwish Pro. And actually, I was talking to Luana at the time, and she was like, "Yeah, I can't believe that they're doing this," you know. And, okay, so very good. You know, following that official announcement, and this became a great surprise. Do you plan for there to be a future with ReVamp now? Is this like, I mean, is it becoming more of a project now that you're with Nightwish, or is this?
I made an official statement about that quite soon after the Nightwish announcement, because there were a lot of people wondering, like, so is this the end of ReVamp? And I immediately said no. I mean, it is my band. There are a lot of other members in Nightwish who also have a band or project next to this. I would love to. This thing, what we're having now, the vibe within the band, to keep on going, and we can only say that everyone who's in ReVamp today would really love it to continue after, you know, the next Nightwish album. Obviously, Nightwish is the priority, so we do need to keep that band. Yeah, you know, everything within ReVamp needs to, you know, fold itself into the schedule of Nightwish. That doesn't mean that it's not possible. It does mean that everyone in ReVamp now has to also, keep his schedule open. And if that is possible, we don't know. But we can only say at this point, we really want to continue.
Very cool. And I find that there's a lot of artists now that are in multiple bands. Do you think that's a reflection of the industry? I mean, trying to maintain more of a presence and, you know, be seen in a lot of different, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Just being the one band, it seems like if you're five.
I don't know, yeah, maybe.
I mean, not that anybody has that much time on their hands. You know?
That is the thing, yeah. I mean, life just kind of happened for me that way. I don't know. I don't do it because everyone else is doing it. Preferably, you know, you can focus on one thing. But no, I understand. But I don't know why. I mean, yeah, I mean, a band, maybe it's nice to have some variation. If you really have only one thing, and from a creative point of view, I can imagine it's refreshing to have different kinds of music and different projects. So.
Now, after your time with After Forever, and then ReVamp comes along, and now Nightwish, did you ever see yourself arriving where you are today? You know, from that point, you know, I mean, being so busy, being that active. I know is it kind of something of a dream come true, or is it a planned strategy?
Yeah, of course. No. There are things you can plan, but I realized a couple of years ago already that planning life is impossible. You can hope for things and you can work towards something, but unexpected things always happen. I didn't expect to become sick for 1.5 years. That totally tore my schedule to pieces. I at first never imagined that After Forever would stop. You know, things just happen and you can't always control them, so it happens and you adapt and you go on, and something else happens and you adapt and you go on. You don't expect a band like Nightwish to give you a phone call and say, "Hey, what's up? Have time to tour? Like today?" So, yeah, you can't plan life, no. But, and ever since I realized I had a singing voice and find out that I love being on stage, yes, I dreamt of doing exactly what I'm doing. And I can't believe it's happening, so I'm a fortunate lady.
And you've got some serious skills, not just in your voice, but in your memory as well. From what I understand, having to learn set list.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know how that's possible, but props to you for doing that.
Thank you. I mean, the mind is much stronger in times of great need. Apparently, it can do amazing things. Because, of course, I listened to Nightwish music before. It was not the first time I heard the music, but I didn't know the lyrics. And I didn't know the order of the songs. Plus, I never heard Imaginarium, so I really didn't have much time to get the whole set in. And first shows, I did have pieces of lyrics on, and I obviously did screw up a couple of lyrics. That was lip reading the audience. I had to, but yeah. So it wasn't like I learned everything flawlessly within 84 hours. That's just not possible. But it went remarkably fast for me too. Like, okay, apparently, It's doing well.
Top of the class.
I wasn't. No. I know.
See, it's like with bands like where they got growlers and definitely you can just kind of make up your own version.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna notice.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, with Nightwish, unfortunately for me at that moment, people knew the lyrics better than I did. But
Well, the fans seem to really embrace you
Yes,
as the new singer for Nightwish. You know, there's going to be those purists out there that are like, no.
Yeah, you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
That's.
You feel you're ready for the challenge, though? You know,
Oh yeah.
what's to come? And,
Yeah, I mean, the official announcement was for me just something official, in a way, because I already knew. And of course, looking back, the feeling we had from the get-go was really, really strong. And of course, you don't want to make big decisions like that immediately, but there's a feeling that you can have with people. It's maybe the same with any form of relationships, with friendships or, you know, love relationships. Sometimes you just feel that it's right, and then you go from there and you start calling it something after a little while. And with Nightwish, it really felt that way. It felt really good from the get-go, and of course, there are no guarantees, but when they asked me to become an official member, I was like, yes, of course. Yeah, what an honor.
Now,
and
they've been
pleasure.
through 2 other vocalists before you. Is there any fears about this not necessarily going the way you hope or think it will?
No, well, again, you cannot plan life, but I am not Daria or Annette, and everyone brings in their own personality. There is group chemistry or not, and things change in life. That's why people break up, and that's why marriages go to pieces. And yeah, it kind of goes the same in bands. And so I cannot predict the future. I can only say that we hooked up from the beginning in a very, very good way, and I cannot imagine things would go really, really weird. Plus, we all grew a little more older and more mature, so maybe, you know, when things have gone wrong in the past, you learn. So maybe you see things coming, but again, no one knows the future, but I can only say for now it feels well, and I cannot imagine this ever go wrong.
And not knowing you, but just knowing you from your career and the attitude that comes across, I have to say that it seems like you're more just one of the guys. Don't take that in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, some people, you know, other vocalists, you know, have had more issues, you know, with, I don't know if they did pampered wrong, what it might be. But you seem to, I mean, you've got the tenure behind you, you know, you're not new with this, and so it seemed like it was a good fit. I was always voting for you. If they go with somebody else, it's going to be bad.
Thank you.
Stick with her.
Yeah.
Now, I understand you're not going to be involved in the writing of the new album at all. Do you hope to be involved at some point down the road with that, or do you really care about that much?
I do care, of course, because a creative process.
Can you do this here? You cannot do this here.
Where can we do our interviews?
Not a problem. You have to do somewhere else. You need some credentials.
We have credentials.
No, you don't.
They just haven't opened the box office yet.
Well, so you have to wait.
You're getting hassled.
Yes.
Okay, we're done. It's like the last question. So.
We got production, but yeah.
Oh, it's always something. I run into this every time we go near.
Oh yeah, there are many ways to bring news. That is just wow.
Yeah.
It's the same guy who said hello, good morning. So hey,
he's
a great guy.
Last time we were told that it was we couldn't do it on property after the doors open.
Yeah.
Now it's something we can't do it on property at all. Even though
I don't
we've
understand the
spoken
problem.
to I don't know how many bands in the last decade.
Their loss.
Well, I'm very glad that you know you will hopefully be involved in that. But if not, you
Well, no, what I wanted to say, I mean, Thomas, as songwriter, is doing such an amazing job. He created the sound of Nightwish, even regardless of who was singing it. And that essence of a band is not something that I, for my ego, wants to say, yeah, but I also want to write. So from that point of view, I'm just fine with him doing things because I know it's just going to be awesome. If there is an input I can give, yes, I would be very happy to do that. But it's not necessary for me to be happy within Nightwish. And the moment that there are songs there, the moment I start singing what he wrote, I will already put something in from me. Even with the songs that I sing that already exist, you know, there's a little bit of me in there. And yeah, my creative energy can go into different projects or ideas. And yeah, like I said, Thomas is the sound of Nightwish, and I'm completely happy with that. It's an honor. So, yeah.
Now, how's this tour treated you? I mean, have fans been receptive?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's ReVamp's first tour here in the U.S. we are usually the opening act. So, you know, people on a Monday evening, they come to a metal show and they're like, who the fuck is Re-Vamp? Never heard of them before. And then there are a couple of people who are like, yeah, it's Re-Vamp, we know, and they sing along to our stuff. That's amazing. But I expected the behavior of people like, who the fuck is Re-Vamp? And let's see what they bring. But then to see them go from we don't know them into fuck, this rocks. Every night we get, you know, the whole audience to jump and scream with us. So the reception is amazing, and I get a lot of people at our merch booth every night like, wow, you know, either like, oh, we waited for ReVamp to come and we love your stuff, or we never heard of you before and you totally took me in, you got a new fan. So it's fantastic, really. Yeah, and I must say, working with Sabaton and iStart is fantastic. We have a very great group dynamics, and we really make the show together.
Yeah, it's a strong bill. I was very.
Yeah, but also, you know, persons among each other. I mean, we tour for 6 weeks together, so it's kind of nice to get along, and we really do. So that's fantastic too. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to the show tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck on that. It's gonna be great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right.